Hey guys, it's me, Leo, and today I'll be making a DIY mouse cat toy. So, what are you actually going to need for all of that? Well, here I have a 16 by 16 inch piece of fabric that I just found laying around the house. Another 4 by 1 inch piece of fabric that I also found around the house. And what we're going to be using for the filling table, but you can obviously use other material. I have a 29 by 6 inch piece of cheesecloth, and just look at that. It's pretty interesting. Now that's obviously not everything. You're also going to be needing some scissors to actually both cut the fabric and cut the string they're going to be using to sew the whole thing together. And with that, we're also going to be needing an actual needle for all this. Let me see. Yeah, you can see it. To start off, you're going to need a 4.5 by 7.5 oval cut. Like, it's supposed to look like this overall. It should be fine. Now copy that again to make another oval. Looks but the exact same. Now cut out a 6.5 by 5.5 inch piece of the cheesecloth or just any other filling that you have in your house. Now that you have both of these parts, you're gonna have to use a needle with a string, obviously, to sew around both the parts, like fully like stack them on top and just like sew around the entire thing, except at the bottom parts, which you'll be leaving for the actual stuffing for the cheesecloth that I'm going to be using in my case. Along with this, also use the other piece of fabric to also be sewed fully, so we can it will look more like a tail, so to say. Now that you have the stuffing fully inside the mouse, use a needle and sew once again to fully cover up the actual bottom parts with the tail embedded into it. And there you have it, a sustainable mouse toy for your cat. Overall, all this material was still like sustainable in the end because I got everything just like from my home, from like my storage. Like nothing was like bought for all this. Unfortunately, while I was recording this, my cat was not available to play with the toy because he was kind of scared. So I have all these like actual pictures of my cat. So, what APES topic is my project like representative of? I feel like the topic that I feel most connected to is probably gonna be like recycling resources like overall, because I only use stuff that could have been thrown out, but I just actually use them for something else. So how does my project just help solve this issue in relation to sustainability? Well, like I said, it helps solve this issue because I'm only using what's like at my disposal. I'm not like getting anything new from like any stores and whatnot. So, but how does my project connect to the overall theme of like act local, think global? My project overall connects to this idea because the only materials that I used were basically at a local level since I got them, from my own home. But it also connects to the global part because it's a sustainable item that is made from materials that would most likely have been thrown away in a few weeks.